Greetings and salutations, everybody. We are back with more Feng Shui Second Edition. Huzzah!
Huzzah.
Hooray!
I'll be back in my trailer.
Yeah,
I'm sick.
I'm sorry to hear that. So, last time we left off on a bit of a cliffhanger. Dun dun dun. You were all in the capital, the local capital, which I've still not bothered naming yet because I really should. I'll do that at some
We're gonna
point.
call it France.
You can call it France for the time being if you like, Eric.
I'm totally gonna call it France because that's what Batu heard at one point. He has no idea what France is or where he heard it.
Because
It was
France
actually
exists
from
in
Time Traveler.
France exists in 180. Absolutely.
I'm pretty France was definitely a concept and a thing in 100 AD. It was from a time traveler.
I
Weird
see.
Englishman and a blue box and some woman that they were talking about going to France.
Well,
I'm just imagining this typical medieval Chinese city, and it's meanwhile in France, and it's just that city, but they're playing Parisian music.
Now, I will say this. Technically speaking, if I decide this is officially part of the official Feng Shui setting, it is entirely possible someone could show up talking about France.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they're English, do it with an English accent and come out of a blue box.
They don't have to do that, Eric, at all. They could be some dude from Hong Kong.
Look,
Yeah,
if
exactly.
it's a French guy showing up in a Chinese movie, it's going to be Jean Reno.
At any rate, where we left off. All right, so what we left off with Olan having been doing some work at the local smith,
Correct.
and helping out there. Yuri had been looking for scouting out areas for some jobs for herself, and also had been investigating a gambling den wherein she ran into what is very likely the either bouncer or head of security or both.
I mean, they seemed confident and competent in equal measure.
Yes.
And that meant that it was time to go.
Yes, you decided to leave. Yes, which is probably for the best.
What we don't know is that he's actually the bouncer and the head of security. He's double dipping for his paycheck.
I mean, that might be the case. Yes.
In that case, I extra need to leave.
Batu was trying out food stalls when he backed into another Mongolian, whom he recognized as somebody from the particular, I guess, tribe is the right term. I'm not positive on that.
Yeah, me neither. I should know that, but
yeah.
I don't.
I
Wouldn't
think
it be clan?
We'll go with clan here. I think it works better for the clan that he was supposed to marry into. That he's on the lam from because the leader of the clan who was supposed to marry, Batu had concerns.
It's a whole eating people thing.
Yeah, that would be among them. But yes, you recognize this guy as being part of that clan. And I will get to more of that in a second because there's a bit of escalation there in a second. And Zhao and Daolu were walking along together. Daolu was making sure Zhao got to the apothecary safely. Also marry out his messages.
To say that we were walking is a bit of an overstatement. I'm the one walking. Zhao is clearly limping. Okay.
Zhao's got that very sick, slash drunkenness kind of thing going on.
That's
just
sort of
hanging off the Daolu.
that shuffle you do when you when you're feeling that bad.
Yeah.
He doubles over and then just tumbles forward, gets back on his feet, and then repeats the cycle again.
Zhao was maintaining his footing better than someone in his state should be. It might be all that goat style training.
All the goat style.
Also, Zhao, you should give me a toughness check.
Let's do a toughness check.
Actually, I think it's Constitution technically, but
well, there's a toughness thing here, but that's what I roll anyways.
yeah.
So that's a 4. That's probably not good enough.
You. I'll say this: you do not get you do not get any worse from the effects of the poisoning, but you do not improve either.
Okay.
All right.
As a reminder, it means Zhao currently has -1 toughness and a level of impairment.
Yep.
congratulations. You know, we
When you two, mostly Daolu notices that a group of folk dressed in well dressed to conceal themselves in the shadows sort of start encircling you. There are two there who look distinctly more competent than the rest of the group. And that is basically where we left off.
right. I believe the important thing here is that I said we aren't looking for any trouble.
You did.
Right?
You did, in fact, say you weren't looking for any trouble.
So what that means is what
but,
that means is they get a bonus for the entire fight, right? No, just,
Sadly, no.
would that be
You're holding a
great?
baby at the same time.
That could
Would
be a
that be
unique
like a-
shtick, actually.
That, like a great capstone unique shtick
Yes.
for the
Everyman
everyday
hero,
hero.
yes.
You have to be able to reasonably claim
That you're not looking for
you
any
are
trouble.
Not looking for any trouble. If you're being dishonest about it, you have a penalty for the fight, though.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
But, however, when you do say that, one of the lead, totally not an assassin, says, but Mr. Daolu, trouble is looking for you.
Listen, the money's in the mail.
All right. So the most important question
So
is,
I will say this: it turns out, no, they're not here. These assassins are not after Zhao. They're after Daolu for some reason.
all right.
Oh.
So here's the important question, Peter. Do I recognize any of them?
Give me an odd jobs roll.
Odd jobs roll. Let's start this thing off. Let's start it right. That is a
15. All right. So I will say this, Daolu. You, in fact, do recognize the assassin who did say, but Mr. Daolu, trouble is looking for you. Where do you recognize him from?
Hey.
Okay. So obvious answer is that this is a person that basically when Daolu was in this very town doing whatever he does, there's sort of two ways to think about it. Either Daolu was a coworker in some scenario and basically got him fired or made him look bad or something. He got a job as like some sort of like hired hand in advance of this person, or he was, a temporary inspector, like a temporary higher level authority position, like tax collector or something.
Okay.
And got him in trouble legally through some other means. I'm assuming
you
whatever happened.
audited him.
Yeah, I audited his place. He put a sticker on Daolu's card that says, like employee parking only, taped it to it. And, that made the inspection not go as cleanly, obviously. But my general rule of thought, my general idea here is that Daolu, for some reason, got this person in trouble on the wrong side of the law or otherwise fired from their job. That's sort of what my mind is at. I don't have a good specific in there, though. Peter.
Okay,
I'm
that's
sorry.
fine. That's totally fine.
Pick whichever angle sounds funny to your mind, and I'll fill the gaps.
All right. Well,
Hey, I think these crates I'm moving for so-and-so are filled with drugs, to the inspector.
They're full of bananas.
now I will say this.
Sorry.
The important note is this guy is, in fact, an assassin.
Yeah.
So you did something to get an assassin in trouble with their boss.
Okay. So in that case, Daolu is doing
I've got
some
an
sort of...
idea.
Yeah, go ahead, Nick.
What if the assassin, because a lot of assassins and ninja and stuff back in the day would pose as just regular workers and stuff undercover. What if this guy was like undercover
would I
waiting
know
for his
about
target, and because you investigate him, you blew his cover? You inspected him, determined he was doing a bad job, and then because the foreman looked into his stuff, they figured out, wait a minute, you don't belong here. You're an assassin.
Yeah, you're shoveling this thing wrong here, buddy. Here, let me show you. Like, wait a minute, what's
I like
going
to
on
imagine
here?
that's basically what's happened with Yuri, like, at least 15 times. And eventually she's just like, oh, fine.
Daolu has this amazing ability of upending other people's work. So we'll go with this. Like like I like that angle that Nick said. Like this person was undercover, working some mundane job. Daolu was either helping them or doing something without even thinking about it. Draws attention to that person and progressively causes them to get like caught out and have to bail a mission.
Okay. So you made this guy fail a very important job.
Essentially.
All right. Therefore, he is out for revenge.
Got
Dun,
it.
dun, dun.
Yeah, whatever it was, out for revenge is the correct reason why.
Yes, absolutely.
He's after him.
All right. Good.
Yeah. So Zhao is like when he sees them like looking at Dao Lu, Zhao's like looks between them and he's just kind of like, what? They're not here for me? Like he's assuming he was the reason why this is happening. Like he was the main character still.
I like the idea of like if Daolu like shoving Zhao like rudely off to the side and possibly causing injury to quote unquote protect him for the fight. Quick, get in that dumpster. Throws him in there.
Ah!
There's something really undignified for Zhao that happened. He's in the garbage. He's covered in garbage.
It's a very Naked Gun treatment of Zhao's character at the moment. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
It's like. Go ahead.
No. If you got anything else you want to say.
That was just going to be like. Oh shoot! It's like. Listen. I'm. Hopefully, your hoeing technique got better since the last time I saw you.
The assassin sort of, you see him sort of close his eyes, sort of. You have no idea why I want to kill you, do you?
Listen, if you want me to teach you how to till the fields more effectively, I'm happy to do that with no compensation. It's the least I can do after you getting fired for the day.
He pinches the bridge with his nose. Man, just kill him. Before we get to that though, we cut over to Batu. So as you are staring, sort of like, oh dear, at this guy, and he sort of turns and says, most pardons. Wait, I know you.
No, you don't.
You hear while you're saying that, while you're saying no, you don't. You hear from a little while away, brother. You must try these noodles. They are excellent.
You should go try those noodles. I'm gonna go try those noodles.
Walking into sight, you see a carbon copy of the guy you just bumped into.
Oh no, a twin.
Yes.
I love these guys. I love whenever they show up together in a film.
Yes. So there are you see basically, and you, Eric, give me a roll for your Mongolian history or whatever roll.
Holy shit! It's actually coming up and being relevant.
It is, in fact, yes.
And I rolled a 3.
Wow. I can't give that to you. You have no idea who these guys are.
That's
I have
exploding
no idea.
failure.
There's some multiple boxcars in there.
You did not
just
technically weigh awful, so you're fine. You neither boxcars nor weigh awful, so.
Well, technically, he did boxcar. It's just that all the boxcar was on the negative.
Yeah, you did not roll both. You did not roll. You came 1 point away from getting away awful. Actually, if that 5 in the positive die had been a 6, you were actually way awful. Yeah. That. God, your Mongolian roll is a 15 plus 15. Dear Lord.
Yeah. Oh no, I rolled absolute garbage. Like comically so.
You're sort of going. Okay, Eric. You have this feeling you really should know who these guys are. Like
right.
All you know is, their outfits are the part of the clan that you've been trying to avoid.
Right.
And the other guy says, Katagi, the guy in front of you. I think I reckon there's another guy from the clans as a whole here. He looks really familiar.
You guys past the wall too? Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, the noodles. Let's go try out that guy's noodles. I've decided that I've rolled badly enough. I don't recognize the clan.
Okay, that's fair.
despite the fact they had painted on the backs of their shirts.
Yeah.
Members of like the so and so clan with the whole cannibal witch thing that Bato's avoiding.
Yes. And so the guy's looking at you. I don't know many Mongols your size, friend. Are you
I mean,
Batu? Of the insert tribe name here.
The insert tribe.
yeah. Who are you guys?
What are the odds? As the brother walks in, he walks in, sir. Eriktu, Erketu, these noodles are great. Wait, that's Batu, isn't it? Yes.
How do you guys know me? I mean, I'm very handsome, but I'm not that handsome. Oh wait, are you?
The
Listen,
cons.
I'm flattered. No, guys, I'm flattered. I'm flattered. I really am, but it's not the way I do things. I think I saw a place that like caters to that. If that's what you're looking for, but that's not me.
They look at each other. The cons divinations are always good, but who knew that pipsqueak of a Mandarin's information would be actually like legit?
I mean, they're all pipsqueaks.
Holy cow!
Wait a minute, who are you talking about?
Oh, it is fortunate we ran into you, Batu. The Khan has come south of the wall to find you. So you may to make sure, because you seem to have gotten lost and delayed the marriage.
Yeah. Now I recognize you guys. Listen, I gotta go take care of something because I left the light on. So I'm just gonna go and turn that off and make sure that
Batu.
the stove is off, and I start running.
Okay, you start running. Got it. Fair enough. Like, wait, no, get back here. I've got noodles. I don't want to run with the noodles. Get back here, Batu. We're not done talking to you yet.
I like how Batu's not fighting dirty, he's retreating dirty.
Pocket sand techniques,
Well,
you
my-
know. Or
Not
all
not
that.
even
My
that,
damage,
just
the
him running while they have noodles.
Yeah,
He
well, I don't
understands
wanna
the value.
yeah. I don't want to start a fight in front of this guy's stall. You know, margins are real thin on street food.
I also just like I also going to say I don't want to start a fight in front of the food. The food deserves better than to be the witness to that.
All right, so Batu, you are running for the moment. You are basically in a chase scene.
Yeah.
Okay.
Excuse me.
All right, see where this could
all
go,
right.
Peter.
So I just got to get around to everybody else.
Yep.
Yuri.
Mhm.
As you leave the gambling den, you get these strange. Actually give me a notice check first, or you can give me a detective if you like.
Sure.
20.
Okay.
That's a good roll.
Uh-huh.
All
I would
right.
remind that I have been in disguise.
Oh, I'm aware.
Okay.
Um,
Just making it clear for anyone who actually waited for this episode.
yes. You are in disguise. I did not remember that. That doesn't change what's happening.
Sure.
You are not being followed from the den, but you get the impression you are being followed by someone who's quite good. Well, either they're quite good or they've got some mojo going that makes it hard to see them.
Don't like that. Don't like that at all.
All right, before I forget, and also, so I'll get back to you in a second while you're thinking about that. Olan,
Yes.
honestly, nothing bad's happening. You're doing Smith work.
Tang, tang, tang. This is great. Tang, tang.
I'm moving you over to the correct map for the correct sort of sheet for this map for this.
I got a lead. I get to have some fun in the workshop. This is great.
Ignore the Imperial soldiers. They're on the lower right. They're there for if I need them at some point.
Gotcha.
Basic city guardsmen and such. So currently, there's nobody following Yuri that she can see. Batu, you've got the two, the Mongolian twin, twin Mongolians are chasing you. Erketu and is it Katagi? Yeah, Katagi. And Delu and Zhao, you've got a pair of more competent-looking assassins confronting you with a group of about 5. They're unnamed characters. All right. So at this point, what I would like everybody to do, and this includes people who are not currently in combat, is to give me an initiative roll.
Roger, Roger.
Intimidate, I heard? I'm going to roll Intimidate.
So 9, so that's an 8, I think.
Initiative is not affected by impairment.
Okay.
That's an 8.
I also got 8.
Okay, good.
No, I think you're the only one that got an 8.
All right. Now, where's my pencil?
Where am I? There I am.
All right.
The pen. Got a pencil right here. That's a screwdriver, not a pencil. It's under a ledge thing, so it's like I just saw a round shape, and I'm like, that's it, and that's not the pencil. There it is. I knew I'd find it. It was where the pencil. My mechanical pencil is where I put it. It's just that it's in shadow, so it's a little bit hard to see it. All right. And then I need. And not going to worry about I'm not rolling initiative for the soldiers yet because they're not in this. And all right, now I roll initiative for the. Oh, whoops! I almost forgot. My notes are missing one important stat for the brothers. Their speed stat, which is all right, which is speed competent but not incredible. All right, initiative rolls. We're going to start with. The air speed, yeah, that's what I thought. Assassin 1 is on 12. Assassin 2 is also on 12. Good for them. The Mooks. Also 12. Well, that's convenient. The assassins all go on 12.
Excellent.
Yeah, it does. That's actually honestly makes it easy.
they all get a free shot on old Dalu. Let's go.
All right, and the brothers are on 12 again, apparently. And if this is also 12, I will be. Thank you. Somebody rolled something other than 12.
Yeah.
And then Umi Stalker. Yuri Stalker here is speed pretty good on 13. All right.
Well, I'm one step ahead.
Okay, so 14. What are you doing? So the high initiative of you guys is 14, correct?
I am 14. Yes.
All right.
That is correct. Yeah.
So 14.
So Yuri, knowing that she's being traced by someone that she can't quite mark, is going to move into a crowded street. But before she does so, she's going to round a corner and, while fairly occluded from things, is going to shed the current disguise and is going to basically put on a different one.
Okay, sure.
Basically going from, like, deceptive evening wear to, like, cloak.
Sure.
And then moving it, and then blending
Give
in
me an
with,
intrusion
the
roll.
crowd. All right.
I think that's appropriate for this sort of skill. Either that or deceit.
Oh, you rolled a fortune. Okay.
Yes.
21. All right.
Yeah.
What is your deception skill or deceit skill?
Deceit is 12. I rolled intrusion there since that's what you said first.
Yeah, that's what I said first. It occurred to me that this is probably closer to deception than intrusion.
All right, well, then just
Knock 3 off of it.
3 off of that.
Yeah, which is still ridiculously good. So that's an 18. I mean, that's yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, it's still a strong roll. Yeah.
Sorry, I need to get the chase rules. Since Batu is in a chase at the moment. Where are the chase rules? I forget. These are one rule in Feng Shui second I don't remember off the top of my head.
Chase rules start in chapter 7, which is page 147.
Thank you. Not in my hardcover. Oh no, it is. It's 147 exactly. It's right at the end of the Fushix.
It's like this is a game where having chase rules are definitely very important.
Oh, absolutely. It's just ones I don't remember the time. The chase rules seem to be very are officially structured around being in vehicles. So I have to, which makes sense.
I can make vroom vroom noises. It helps.
It's not necessary.
I could dive into a cart.
I mean, I'll do it even if it's unnecessary. Vroom.
I like the idea of Yuri diving into a cart and then Batu just grabbing a cart for no reason. Just
Oh no, just throw a cart in the way of my pursuers.
Okay, foot pursuit.
Yep.
303, chapter 20, Bloom.
Thank you. This comes up less often than you'd think in the Feng Shui games I've run.
Yeah.
This is in fact the only time I can think of where chases happened.
No, we did some stuff in the Star Wars campaign.
mm-hmm.
Right.
Well, the rule, which is first edition, which is slightly different rules for this, but
Yeah. In fact, I did a foot chase where I was trying to get away from some dudes at one point.
All right, I remember that. Yeah,
That was a fun resolution to that.
that was a lot of fun. The one time that Jith could not resolve something by failing to shoot something with 2 guns.
Oh yeah.
all right. Well, for the time being, I've got know how I'm going to handle this. It's not exactly by the rules, but it'll do. All right. So I just want to double check that. All right. So Yuri, you have changed your costume. You've changed your disguise, and are fairly confident that it should be hard to see through at least.
Yeah, and blending with a crowd,
Yep.
especially in a cloak, which is going to be very common in a
Yep.
crowd.
Nope. It's a good disguise. All right. That is your action for your 3-shot action for 14. Anyone on 13? 12.
Clank, 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 clank.
Clank. All right. So, While you're doing that, you do notice that some Imperial soldiers have come in. They're here to pick up pick up a delivery, basically.
Oh. Okay.
They are talking with the head of the shop.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll approach and so let's see. The head of the shop, if I remember last time, referred to a master who was part of the Imperial Guard, who was not a regular customer of his.
Yes, let me look the name up here. Hang on.
So that was kind of Lon's
Captain Chun.
Captain Chun of where to go next, especially because the Master Lon at the Temple Head referenced him
Yep.
as a potential target. So yeah, she's going to just kind of like walk up, make sure she doesn't like interrupt the business because that would be rude.
Sure.
And then she's going to say, "Greetings, honorable sirs. I wonder if one of you could tell me where I might be able to find Captain Chun."
Oh, Captain Chun. He'd be up by the palace, where he usually is. He's the head of the governor's bodyguards.
I see. All right. I might have business with him. I'm not sure, but if I meet him, I'll know.
This soldier looks at you and blinks a few times. I see.
Well, it's kind of a long story. So he may have formed a contract with my father, but I don't know if it's him who has done so. But he would know, of course, right?
I would suspect so.
So anyway, can I come and see him?
You could go if you head up to the palace. You could probably try to make an appointment to see him. I suppose.
Great.
Talk to the talk to the clerk outs. Talk to the clerk at the desk.
All right. Is there anyone is there any like way that I can make sure that they actually like let me see him? Because I've heard that sometimes they'll say we'll like book you an appointment and then they'll never actually like get back to you.
I have no. I don't know. It depends. It will all depend on how busy and how busy the captain is and such. I don't know how I could be more. Sorry, I can't be more helpful, ma'am.
That's okay.
He seems
I
very
understand.
confused by all of this.
She's going to bow to him, and she bows very deeply to the smith, and she's
Yep.
going to thank you so much. I had a wonderful time. She's going to leave.
Have a good day, Miss Lon.
And she's just going to walk out.
Okay. Everyone seems a little bit confused. All right, that is your thing for 12. Anyone else? Any other players on 12? I'll take that as a no. All right. First up. Which one did I write? Hang on, I need to double break up my notebook. There it is. All right.
How many attacks is Dalu going to get, Peter?
I will get to that in a second. A bunch. No one is attacking Zhao at the moment, so. All right. Erketu is going to attempt to close the distance on Batu. All right. He is going to make a speed check.
Nope, don't like that.
Well, he's not super fast.
Super fast.
All right. He rolls an 8. That beats your. I believe your speed is what, 6 or 5?
Speed is a mighty 5.
Okay. So he closes the distance with you because he is faster of foot than you are. Let's be real. I'm giving you a slight benefit to do your long strides.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, but he is not as large as you are. So he is slightly swifter of foot. Arketo is the one you were talking to first. Katagi is the one who had the noodles.
Gotcha.
Otherwise, they are identical. All right, that is his action for the turn. He has not caught you, but he has closed the distance. He is now at close distance with you. So he is close to catching up to you. And that is it for 12. That's not it for 12. All right. So, Daolu, the two named assassins, because they have names, split out to either side of you, so that you can't. So to make it, in theory, make it harder for you to defend yourself against both of them. And the group of, but before they attack, the unnamed ones throw a flurry of they throw a flurry of daggers at you, which may or may not be poisoned. All right, well then, what's their skill? They are very competent mooks. A 10 that misses you. A 6 misses you. Oh dear lord, that's boxcars. I'll get back to that.
My goodness.
That just misses. 2 more. All right. So, one of them doesn't let his buddy clear his throwing line before throwing his dagger. And the dagger sinks into his butt, slams into his friend's shoulder, his compatriot's shoulder. This is the way awful. He goes, ah! Oh no! And you can see he starts turning green and sort of falls to the ground. And is out of the fight.
Well then.
The daggers might be poisoned.
Maybe.
They might be poisoned. Got it.
Just maybe. All right. The two assassins sort of vault up to roofs and then vault off down the roof and sort of crossing, striking you. Each as they sort of do a cross slash attack on you. Each striking with their blade. All right.
So those are all the different attacks there.
That was all the mooks. I'm doing the named assassins now.
Got it. Okay, let's do those. Let's see.
All right. So first one. That's a bad roll. A 9 misses you.
Got it.
I think a 14 misses you well, but that's a much better roll.
Better roll, but still a miss. Yes.
Yep. So you manage to basically they do a beautiful flanking job and set up a beautiful sort of cross strike that should be very hard to defend.
Yeah, but it's that last second dodge that prevents. And again, it's more like, I would say the Daolu dodging looks more like he's trying to get Zhao to not get hit by something, and by proxy, both of them fail to get hit by anything.
You making sure to get Daolu out of the way of the attack. Manage to just barely easily getting away with the first strike, but just barely sort of sidestepping the second more precisely placed strike from the other assassin, and you manage to just wheel out of the way. All right, that is it for 12. 11. I know. Nobody. Technically speaking, I believe Yuri's on 11.
I am on 11. My situation is not yet updated.
Oh yeah, you are moving. Would you like to actively scan for pursuers? I'll say this: passively, you notice no one in pursuit. If you'd like to give me a notice or detective roll, you may do so.
Sure. Nah, I'm fine.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Okay. You notice nothing. That's a minus. That's way awful. Yuri, you are 100% convinced you have lost whoever's pursuing you.
Yep.
And
I'm fine. I'm good. Away we go.
All right. You will move forward. I will tell you when something happens.
She's gotten her new disguise, but instead of like casually going along, she starts like high stepping.
Yeah, I looked at that. I'm like, oh, that's boxcars, but it's still gonna be 11. Oh wait, no, both explosives are on the negative side. Well, okay then.
Yeah, that is actually a way awful. All right.
Yeah, that's not for me skulking around. That's for me sensing danger.
Yep. You sense no danger.
Mhm.
I will get. This is going to be good.
So yeah,
Everything's
this
coming up,
is
Yuri.
this is basically just Yuri's, confidence working against her.
Yep. All right. Anyone on 10?
Yes.
Excellent. Delu, and then Katagi.
So here's a question I have.
Sure.
Ash,
Okay, Ash. Yep.
Yes.
what does Zhao have anything on their person that Daolu could use as a weapon that would be funny in this situation?
That would be funny. Maybe Daolu grabs Zhao's bag of bombs and just starts beating people with it.
I was gonna say you could pummel people with the powder bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, like that. The whole point is that Daolu does not have anything on him to use as an improvised weapon, so he's going to improvise with Zhao effectively.
Yeah. Basically, you're taking his bag of guns for this, and he's attacking people with it, which I think is hilarious.
That's the plan here. So Daolu reaches in the quote bag of guns, grabs an object from in there, and effectively just tries to knock out the first assassin, the kind of like the one that almost hit him.
Okay, sure.
We'll say. All right, so this is going to be effectively an 18 on the martial arts, and of course I'm going to afford to die.
Of course you are.
I'm that much of a jerk when it comes like. I'm never going to dodge with Daolu from this point forward, but I'm always going to be hyper offensive here.
Fair enough.
So that's a
21.
21.
That will hit. That will hit.
Now, the funniest thing about that, Peter, none of the dice rolled were higher than 2.
Yeah, I believe it.
So,
all right. So you're going after the second assassin, whom is
The second named assassin.
Second named assassin. Yeah, I know. That is Tian Feng, who was not the one who was talking to you. So Tian has a defense of 16.
Okay.
So you hit by 5.
So, and then we'll say it's a small weapon, so that's going to be a smackdown of 13.
Okay, 13. And I get toughness 4, I believe, because of your Friend of Darkness. Friend of Shadows, right?
Correct. For the first time, yes.
So that is 9 points of damage.
All right.
So as Daolu's doing this, Zhao, like, his eyes go wide, knowing that tube is full of explosive powder, and he's just like, what?
No. There's only one thing Zhao could do that would make Daolu's eyes actually go wide.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant Zhao's eyes are going wide.
Oh, Zhao's eyes are going wide as Daolu just reaches in there, just grabs something, and then
They start
just
hitting somebody with it. Yeah.
And again, to make a reference here, the first time I played Feng Shui, Peter knows this because he was running the session. I played an everyday hero for first edition, and there was one scenario, I believe, where I had like a shotgun. I tried shooting it twice and failed, but then I used it as like as a club and knocked someone out immediately.
Yep.
So that is a trope of being an everyday hero that I always love leading into grabbing weapons and using them improperly, thus making them improvised.
Yep. All right. Anyone else on 10? All right. Then Katagi will attempt to catch up with Batu. A 6. He actually doesn't close ground on you, Batu.
Hooray!
He's like running. He's very clearly like he's like he knows he probably should ditch. He's running and eating the noodles as he's running, so he doesn't have to waste them. Oh, Batu, get back here!
Fine. It's okay. Don't worry about it, guys.
Can't put the noodles down, they're too good.
All right. All right. So that is it for 10. 9.
Hello.
And that's me too.
Yep. And technically, Urketu, but I'm saving Urketu's action for 8 because I have something funnier planned.
All right, go ahead, Ulan.
Ulan, what are you doing?
So I am outside of the smith now.
Yes.
I would like to roll to see if I am close to any of the where the action is happening, or if
Okay.
I can
Yep.
hear it.
Give me a notice roll.
A notice roll. Okay.
Yep. Give yourself +2 to it for unspecified reasons.
Sure.
A +2 circumstance bonus.
Gotcha. So this is actually a 9.
All right.
I rolled.
Okay. You hear two things off to the sort of southwest of you to some degree.
Okay.
You do hear what sounds like, a fight of some sort happening. You also hear a lot of heavy footsteps running in a slightly different area. And someone shouting, "Get back here, Batu!" through a mouthful of noodles.
Oh, okay. If I hear someone shouting specifically for Batu, I'm going to head in that direction.
Okay. You do hear the one you think you hear "Get back here," but you definitely hear the name Batu being shouted, and it's not
It's
Batu.
not a common name, so
No, it is not a common name. It is a Mongolian name.
The shot composition for this scene is Olan like she hears the voice and she walks away, and then the camera pans into like an alley and it shows all the assassins attacking Dowlip.
He just runs past the alleyway where the other fight scene's happening.
Yeah.
All right, so you're in pursuit of Batu and such. I would like you to give me a speed check.
Okay, so this is an
Open roll for
actual
speed, yes.
thing I have.
It should be on your sheet there. Yep.
Oh yes, I do have a thing for that. Okay. I don't think I've ever actually had
Nope.
to roll speed before.
8.
That's actually below average for me.
It is.
But,
Okay, you are now in the chase.
gotcha.
You're now technically part of the chase. I don't know how long this chase is going to last. I've got a thought on this, but all right. Actually, no. I am going to roll for Ricardo here. All right, he's going to make another. Nope, he does not close with you. He does not get any closer to you, Batu.
Awesome.
All right,
Alright.
that is it for.
No, it's not.
Oh, sorry.
It
Yes,
is
Dalu.
Zhao.
Sorry, Zhao. You were up. My bad.
Yeah.
My apologies.
So
Zhao.
Zhao Lu, the ultimate.
Zhao.
ninja.
Yes.
Zhao sees the two assassins, but then he sees like the other assassins with the poison knives, and he's like the screen kind of takes that like drunken like poisoned look on to signify that he's not doing well. He's like, oh, and he just kind of like raises his hand crossbow at the group of the unnamed assassins.
Okay.
So let's do guns.
That would be the appropriate roll. Yes.
I'm gonna do a fortune on this.
Okay.
I'm glad I did. That's a 12.
I think
So
that will
11.
hit. That will hit an assassin. 11. Use the penalty. Right.
Right.
That will actually miss the assassin.
All right.
The impairment means you basically you as you're about to light up, your vision goes double and you aim at the wrong one.
He hits the one that was poisoned already.
No. Like,
No.
look,
You basically
see-
your vision goes double, so you see two of this guy you're aiming at, and you aim at the wrong one of the two.
Right. Yeah.
I'm seeing double 4 assassins.
I think it'd be like I'm saying double 3 assassins. Just like wait
Wait
what?
a second.
Wait,
I got 2 guns.
There's
One
one
of
and a
them
half
for both of you.
assassins there.
1.5 assassins sounds like the name of something. You
Sounds
know,
like a
just-
bad sitcom.
It's kind of like that routine about it's like 8 to 12 black men or something like that.
Mhm.
It's
All
for
right.
a Danish.
Dog.
It's for the thing. It's for a thing about like how Santa Claus is celebrated. In a weird
Oh
way.
right, yeah, right.
yeah.
The Danish Santa Claus
Accompanied by
thing.
6 to 10 black men.
Yeah.
So
See, I was
weird.
thinking 30 to 50 wild hogs.
All right. Well, that is it for 9 then. 8.
Hooray! I get to do something.
All
All right, I'm going to.
So I believe you're on this one. I believe Yuri's on 8 also. I believe if I'm correct.
Okay.
I
Yes.
am.
All right. But yes, Batu, what are you doing?
All right, so I'm running down the market way. I'm going to reach out my hand to grab the what looks like a sturdy pole holding up a stall, and use it to make a sharp right turn or left turn down an alleyway.
All right.
Constantly knocking over the stall, sealing the alleyway.
Sure. You can give me a. You need to give me 2 rolls. One,
Okay.
give me a speed roll.
Can I fortune this?
Absolutely.
You
I'm
can.
absolutely going to fortune
It
that.
It actually does say players can add fortune dice as speed checks that may determine the upshot of a foot pursuit.
Hooray, a 9!
Excellent. You open up. You actually open up a lead. You
Excellent.
reopen the lead. Okay. Now, also, I want you to give me. Now, give me a martial arts check. This is to pull down the. Excellent. All right.
Yeah.
You wreck the stall comes crashing. You hear the shop go, my cabbages.
Ah!
I had to make the reference.
Cabbages.
I had to
What?
make the references.
Yeah, I took cabbages and stuffed crabs in them, so they're
Crabbages.
Crabbages. Sarah's
All
just imagining the Pokemon with mushrooms on his back. That's a crab with mushrooms on his back, but just cabbages instead.
All right.
Sort of,
So yes, you pulled the cabbage seller's stall apart, and cabbages are spilling all over the alley behind you.
I hate to be the one, but that's not how that works, Eric. It's not a crab.
No.
It's like a little.
It's a bug with a
an insect.
with parasitic fungus on it. Yes.
Yes.
listen, all I know is that there's a fungus crab that's also a Bulbasaur, like all over the place right now. So,
Well, what there is actually is a bunch of cabbages all over the street and a wrecked thing. But
there are also a bunch of Viking werewolf super soldiers riding other wolves using chainsaw swords.
that is not happening.
So,
However, Eric,
Not canon.
as you finish rounding the corner and sprinting forward, you find yourself face to face with a group of individuals dressed all in sort of grays and blacks who are squaring off with two people you kind of recognize. It's Daolu and Zhao. Also,
I just trample one of them while shouting, "Excuse me."
you trample the poisoned guy. While this is happening, you see a group of guards come running up with an officer who are clearly here to basically make the peace happen again, because there's a fight broken out and that can't be happening here in the capital. That's wrong. Yuri.
Mm-hmm.
Two things. I would like you to you do not have to make a roll.
Being chased by barbarians.
There are two things. As you are crossing the street, you are almost trampled by a man wearing two men wearing clothes very similar to Batu's. They both look like they're probably from the same sort of general part of the world.
I like to imagine
One
that
of them
they
is stuffing his face with
basically
noodles as he's running.
I like to imagine that they're running like pretty much side by side, and
Well, the gut noodles is a
He
little
has-
bit behind the other one, so you almost get trampled by the first guy. The second guy comes around and goes, "Farmers!" as he goes.
all right. In that case, if they're not actually side by side, instead of doing something funny, I'm going to do something cool, and I'm going to say that it looks like she's about to get like body checked, like on the shoulder from each of them, but she just kind of like and doesn't lose her heading at all.
That's fine. I'm just saying that you've stumbled into the chase. You see Olan a bit further behind, running after them. Olan, you do not see Yuri
Okay.
because her disguise is actually legitimately really good.
Yeah, I didn't roll very well on my notice.
No.
So.
But Olan, as you are you avoid being hit, you do happen to glance behind you, and you see up on the rooftops something that looks sort of vaguely spectral and vaguely demon-like, sort of looks like it's sort of flitting between rooftops, kind of quasi following you.
Oh, good.
Honestly, it looks kind of like some sort of like a spider demon, but it also looks kind of ghostly.
Okay.
I remember this.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Callbacks.
I'm so happy.
All right. So basically, everybody's in the same general area now. Because it's funny.
Hmm.
And you weren't that separated, to be honest.
Right.
All right. So that is it for 8.
Like I didn't have I didn't take an action, but it's not really an action for me to take. Yuri thinks that she's got away. She's just kind of
Right, yeah, I know.
maintaining her
You
position.
are basically are now effectively at this moment you are now effectively added to the actual initiative tracker realistically.
Right.
You're now
Yeah,
part of the
Yuri's
combined
barking that
initiative.
there's stuff going down with folks that she knows, but
You're
still,
welcome to do
like,
whatever you want. I'm just letting you know what's happening.
she's still keeping out. She's still keeping.
But yes, you are
she's-
officially part of the
keeping
action
away
if you
from
want
her
to be.
tail still.
That's fine. If you want to try to break your tail, that is totally fair. Honestly, I will say this. Also, you do happen to notice. It looks like whatever it is in your general vicinity. It knows. It seems like it has an idea of roughly where you are, but it doesn't know exactly where you are.
Oh, she doesn't know it's there at all. She doesn't know the nature of what's chasing her. Remember, I blew that one.
No,
Real bad.
I'm saying right now you don't know necessarily it's chasing you. That's fair. You do see it though. It is clearly looking for something. Whether you think it's you or not, that's fine. And it's in your general vicinity. It does not seem to notice you. I'll put it that way.
Yuri suddenly stops loudly singing the Sailor Moon theme song and starts ominously humming the one of the JoJo theme songs.
At the
I
same
don't know
time,
those.
At any rate. All right.
Yeah,
So
Yuri's just going to keep maintaining her.
that's
her
totally fine. All right. I need to roll for the Imperials here. Give me a second. Actually, I'm gonna. They are threatening to get involved, but I'll probably not have them really get involved until the next sequence. I think that makes most sense. 7. Katagi attempts to catch up now. Oh dear lord! All right,
my
as Katagi
goodness.
rounds the corner where his brother rounded the corner just a bit ago, he rounds the corner and steps on one of the loose cabbages. Loses footing, falls face down into his noodles.
he steps on like a stray poison dagger at the poisoned dagger stand. You know.
Yeah, no, no. This is just him being embarrassed, not anything bad. He is now at like the long range of the chase. Olan, you sort of go sprinting by him as he's lying there, face down in his noodles.
I like vault over him.
Yeah. Anyone else in 7?
Nope.
6.
Wait, I should be 7. Sorry, my
Sorry,
mistake.
that's fine.
I'm just gonna make an attack on the same assassin with the same
Go
weapon.
for it. Absolutely.
Yep. I've taken off the 2 bonus because now my second attack. That's a 22.
All right, you hit by 6.
Okay. That will be a swerve. Rather a smackdown of 13 again. Whatever his actual toughness is.
Yeah, well, it is 2 better. It is 6.
Okay. All right. So
That is
7.
7 wound points.
just.
Ow! Bonk, bonk.
I also feel like Zhao and Del are like locked, have one of their arms locked together for no reason because actually not helping them, but they're just sort of like. it's almost
Also,
like they're
you do
handcuffed
notice
to
that
each other.
Batu has just rounded the corner and stepped on the guy who was poisoned. He is. It is clear Batu's running from something.
All right, that's all I need for 7 though. So
Yep. And if you guys want, if there's anything that people want to, dialogue is a zero shot action. So
Mm-hmm.
if there's anything you want to say it now. But otherwise, I'm going to move on.
Not my fault. Keep running.
Oh, you're going to keep running. Got it. Okay.
I don't go 1-7. I was just.
I know you don't. I'm just saying.
Shout to them, like, yeah. I'm just shouting. Not my fault. Keep going. It's never my fault. I'm a perfect angel, baby.
Oh, I missed actually the assassins on 9. Oh, whatever. They get to go now, I guess. All right. They'll go. They'll just go now. I messed up. That's not a problem. All right. So, the unnamed assassins all look at the large Mongolian man who just trod on their ally, whom they totally didn't just poison themselves. They look affronted and throw daggers at you. Because this will work totally. 8.
Good.
Oh,
Did they just stab another one of their own good dudes?
that's a 0. Oh my god.
Oh, maybe.
Oh, an average roll. Wow.
Worst assassins ever.
My god, they came for the discount emporium. Jesus.
I have a feeling that this indicates that Daolu being able to thwart them is not really much.
Well, not with these guys.
Really, it says more about the assassins than it does of Daolu.
Right?
All right, so Batu, they're throwing daggers at you. You realize, well, that's annoying, and you sort of reflexively shove one of them into try to shove one of them to the other one just to get them out of the way, so you can keep moving. And unfortunately, the guy you shove directly in front of the guy as he's throwing his dagger, and thud, falls over, foaming at the mouth.
Foaming at the mouth, right?
You're like, huh. These are competent mooks, in theory.
In theory.
All right.
You can't help the apocalypse dice.
No, you can't. This is true. All right. And then the named guys are ignoring Batu for the moment, and they are going after Zhao. Daolu. My bad. I just looked at Zhao's token. All right. This time, one basically tries to slash at your legs, and the other leaps up and tries to slash down at your head.
Ata.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Oh my god!
What?
Oh my god. That's wow.
We got 3 10s in a row. Let's go.
My goodness, the dice do not want me. Okay, so this is turning into a pure comedy episode.
Right?
Well, so I will say this, Daolu. These guys are as competent as assassins as the guy was as a gardener. As far as you can tell. You just sort of effortlessly, dodge the attacks by not actually dodging them, but more sort of, realizing, oh dear lord, if that thing fell over, it might cause some things to break, and that'd be bad. Oh, I gotta prevent that bit of flame fall into that pot of oil. That'd be bad. Sort of stepping just out of the way of the attacks, unintentionally. My god. All right, yeah. All right, so. All right, so they're going on 4s then. All right. Also, the Yuri Stalker attempts to find Yuri at this point. I'm not going to put the token. Do I have a token for it, actually? I might. Do I have a Spider Demon token? I don't remember.
Spider.
Not exactly, but this'll do. It's at least ghostly, which is this thing's supposed to be. It's not that big.
You hear a bunch of screams from people as they look up at the sky.
Yeah, pretty much. There we go. Just so I know just so I remember it's here. It attempts to find Yuri. It's actually got a pretty good. It's got a pretty. Yeah, no, it doesn't roll well enough. It's got a good notice roll.
Didn't roll 10 though, so it broke the combo.
It did break the combo. You were correct. All right, that is it for 7-6.
That means it way awfuls for breaking the sequence.
Yeah, that's how this works. Yes.
Again, that unfortunately is not how this works.
So 6 is Olan and Zhao and the Mooks.
Yep. Well, the Mooks actually just had go when they should have gone. They should have gone earlier. So I just had them go now. They're going to go in 4. All right. So Olan, what are you doing?
So from the unfortunate cabbage merchants display, there's a large plate that some of them have been laid out on.
Sure.
So as she skitters by, she's going to step on it really hard, flip it up into her hands, and she's going to toss it like a frisbee underneath the other Mongol's feet. That is
okay.
Batu,
sure. Give me a martial arts roll.
Yeah. Ta.
23.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. All right. Well, given that he's in a chase sequence, okay. The plate goes sailing out, and just as he's stepping down, he steps right on the plate at exactly the wrong angle, making him lose his footing completely, and he pitches forward into another stall. It's a stall selling live eels.
All right, and then we're gonna run
my
past
eels.
They're electric eels.
brothers.
He's immediately electrocuted.
They are not electric eels.
All right, that works for me. I'll keep running after Batu after.
Okay.
All right. Zhao, so technically, because Zhao missed, he can pull out a better gun now.
Sure.
So he crawls over to the bag of guns that Zhao Lu grabbed to start the assault, and he pulls out one of his guns, and he takes aim at one of the unnamed assassins.
Okay. Okay,
So that's a
13 hits.
All right, so that's 12. That hits. That is a 10.
Well, they're unnamed, so it goes down.
All right. Does Tremble Evildoers activate? 'Cause I
Oh,
do know
it
there's a
does.
shtick.
It absolutely does. Even if they had a shtick, they don't no longer works. They're that incompetent. No, they run.
Yeah, the last two guys are their own incompetence.
They're just like, nope, we're out. We're
And
clearly
also,
clearly fighting in an entropy field. We are going home.
And also, the Imperial Guard.
There are
right
Imperial
there
guards
just
showing up. They're
no.
like, boss, there are soldiers showing up. The watchers showing up. Maybe we should go. Actually, that's a good question. All right. The assassins sort of, when they see the mooks running off, saying, "Boss, the watcher's showing up." The two named assassins look at each other, sigh. This is not over, Daolu. We will not let you forget. We will not let you. You will pay for the treachery you've caused. You will pay for the harm you've done to our clan, and they will cheese it. Technically speaking, Daolu, you could try to stop them from leaving, but if you're cool with it, they're out. Not Daolu. Sorry, Zhao. Oh my. No, Daolu. I was talking to the president. God damn it. I'm awake.
Zhao or Daolu could do this.
Yes. Well, either of you two may attempt to stop them from cheesing it, but
I wouldn't imagine Zhao show out of it. He's just kind of like,
That's fair.
That's what you get for messing with Sean, and he just kind of collapses over.
yeah.
See, that would make Dao lose eyes wide. No, but it's you almost let the mask slip there.
Almost.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Almost.
the two assassins at this point cheese it because
Yeah, it makes sense.
this is gone very badly. All right. At this point, Batu, I assume you keep running.
Oh yeah, no, I will probably end up accidentally accidentally throwing a guard down the alley behind me?
Technically speaking, you don't unless you intentionally want to do that. Like you out of character intend to do so. In character, you wouldn't intentionally. I totally.
No, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna run past the guards and say, "Barbarians are after me," and keep going.
I know, fair enough.
Batu!
You do hear Olan shouting your name as you're running.
Can't talk now. Gotta go. Wait, she wasn't in the alley. Keep going.
You keep going. All right. The guards eventually show up. They sort of, take into... Basically, the two of them, they walk up and say, they see the sick Imperial investigator and Dalu, who's very clearly defending the unwell Imperial investigator. Say, sir. They say they're just investigator. Are you all right, sir? These individuals were these individuals trying to kill you, and what was that Mongolian doing? Was he part of this whole thing, or is he something else?
Zhao is very like assassins, and he's just kind of like. Shh.
Someone's trying to assassinate an Imperial investigator. Oh no!
That was just like, oh no need to escalate this anymore. Like, Chow here is clearly unwell. I'm just trying to get him somewhere to allow him to get better. There's no need to raise alarms over.
Well, I mean, there's some alarms that need to be raised. What was that about barbarians? I mean, there was a Mongol here that. By the way, Olan, you sort of are sprinting through the area while this is happening.
Hi, little boy.
Mongols? I'm sorry. Things were pretty hectic there, so I can't say.
Understandable, sir. That is a fair point. About a minute later, you do see two Mongols sort of stumbling around the corner. One who's clearly got noodles sort of stuck in parts of his outfit. The other is sort of wrangling one last live eel out of his shirt.
Okay, I see what you're talking about. Those are certainly Mongols over there.
Did any of you see another Mongol come through this area? Another one of us come through this area?
Well, I mean, I saw one, and then I saw another one, but that's just counting for the two of you. So if you're asking if I saw a third one,
yes,
I can't say.
Unfortunately,
Zhao just kind of points at them. I was like, Mongols.
Yes.
I was like, how unhelpful can Daolu be with these?
Oh no, that's fine. The leader of the guard sort of turns and says, "You two, we were warned about some." They start interrogating. They say, "No. It is all right. We will happily answer questions. We read it. We are here on behest of our Khan, looking for an individual who who's not supposed to be here south of the wall, and we are attempting to bring him back to the clans. You may see, yes, we have paperwork here. It's signed. He basically fishes in, pulls out what looks like actually pretty official looking paperwork, and shows it to the guardsman.
It's adorable.
We have permission to be here. They seem very irritated about the having to deal with this diplomatic bullshit, but like, all right. It's very clear they're like, we'd much rather just take what we want and get the hell out of here, but
yeah,
we've been instructed not to do so we'll follow orders for the time being.
We have permission to be here.
Yeah, exactly.
Very annoyed to put it that way.
Yes, we have permission to be here. But, yes. Very well. We will resume our search, I guess. Perhaps he went that way. And they will go off down an entirely different street than Batu went running down.
Okay, because like Batu, when he's running full tilt, it's so hard to track.
Absolutely, yes. He's much quieter than you'd think someone his size should be, but he's still loud. He mostly sounds like a normal person running away at merely a large person running away at high speed. Yuri, as this is breaking up, you do sort of wander through the area.
Mhm.
You see some guardsmen carrying away some very unwell looking, totally not ninja. They're clearly not ninja. They're not Japanese for starters.
Right.
These are not the people that I would be terrified to find.
No. There are no actual ninja. There are no one from your homeland here at the moment.
Mm-hmm. And they're all, I would say, obviously incompetent, probably from Yuri's perspective.
Absolutely.
Wow, those dice were just apocalyptically bad. That was amazing.
Unfortunately, Peter, I did jinx the fight, right?
You
'Cause I
did. You
declare-
absolutely did. In all honesty, it's proof that this is what happens. Eventually, the bad guys come to me.
Yep.
It happens. It's RNG. Like, all right. So the both the chase and the combats are over at this point. And Yuri, you've lost the spider demon looking for you. Although you don't seem to know the spider demon was looking for you.
I've already thought I was good, but I am actually good now.
Yeah, you are now actually good. Yes.
Despite my own failings, I'm fine.
Well, the problem is, the thing is, you rolled well enough for your disguise that even the demon does have an advantage to be able to know roughly the general area you're in. But your disguise is good enough that it's like, yes, it's in that city block. There are 80 people all who look the same there.
Mm-hmm.
I give up for now. Whoosh.
It's like, this is precisely the kind of thing Yuri is good at or
Yes.
something.
Oh, it is, absolutely. All right. So, Batu, eventually, you think you've lost them at this point. You're positive you lost them. As you slow down to like, haha, I've lost them. You notice that Olan's right behind you.
Batu!
Oh, hey. When'd you get here?
I've been following you for like 5 minutes.
So you know that everything is just fine and there is no problems whatsoever, right?
There was someone who looked a lot like you who was
They
running
didn't look
after
anything
me.
like me. Those guys are clearly from the other clan. So they didn't look anything like me, okay? It's actually very insulting.
What
Let's go
other...
get some noodles.
I come from a... I come from a very isolated country and don't see anyone who doesn't look like me, so I have a very warped perception of the diversity of the human race. So I think that they looked like you.
That's a fair point.
I mean, you know what? Like,
Also,
to be
what
fair-
other clan?
I was like, to be fair, Batu, to be fair, there are times Batu has been seen with noodles hanging out of his mouth, so that
is
does
true.
actually make it even more similar.
Also, what
Anyway,
other
we should
clan?
double back because that guy said there were some really good noodles. I want to try them.
What? Did you run into them while you were getting noodles?
I don't see how that's relevant.
Well, if they knew where the noodles were, then why would you go to where you know they've been?
Because they're clearly not there now because they're looking for me, and why would I go back there?
You know what? I have business at the palace. I'm pretty sure that whoever's after you, which I'm sure is for nothing, won't look for you there.
But they do have good noodles at the palace.
They probably do. Do they? Why am I asking you? You don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
The whole
I'm
idea of
just-
the palace is kind of dumb anyway. You can't take it with you when you need to go.
In a faraway kingdom somewhere, an emperor bankrupts everything because he demands that his luxurious palace have wheels on it.
They probably do have good food there. I
Yeah.
guess.
I mean, I guess that is the advantage of, like, just sitting in one spot. Everyone knows where to find you.
Hopefully. No, hopefully
yeah,
for me.
let's,
Hopefully
let's-
for me, not for you.
Yeah,
Hopefully
yeah.
for me, not
hopefully.
for thee. Yes.
So, who you got to talk to at the palace anyway?
There's a captain in the guard who might be the person that conscripted my father for the sword.
You mean
Yeah?
commissioned?
No, it's a military thing. It's definitely conscripted.
It is not conscripted. You're right. Conscripted means recruiting, and
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no. Yeah, if you want some company, I'll go with you.
I do.
Cook some noodles.
Yes, that's why. Yeah, sure.
That's where we're going, obviously.
Yes, and not because you need somewhere safe to hide away from whatever's
The
trying
last
to marry you.
place I need to be is a palace to be safe. What I need is a horse that's big enough to actually carry me.
Try getting 2 horses.
You know what? I tried that once, and I gotta tell you, the pulled groin was not worth it.
Okay.
All right, so you two head to the palace, I guess. Damn. All right.
To do that.
All right, so you two head off to the palace. Zhao, with the assistance, with a little bit of assistance from the guard. The guards give you some help getting Zhao back up. So Daolu, you managed to get Zhao, who is very clearly in need of getting to the apothecary.
Yes. And unless there's any questioning or an impedance, that is what Daolu was going to do. Try to proceed on that angle there. Just-
Nothing else. Nothing more interrupts you as you actually get to the apothecary. Yes. You arrive at Apothecary Hoju, who is a slightly older man with he's sort of a thin, sort of, definitely on the older side of things. Graying hair, very neatly trimmed mustache, and goatee. Wearing very simple, very sort of, very well kept and very clean clothing. He's very fastidious about his appearance and cleanliness. And he looks up and says, I think I can tell which one of you two is the patient.
it's
It's
actually
me.
not me. It's actually it is this one here.
Yes. Please come this way. Have a seat over here. What is do you know what the nature of the affliction is? It looks like some sort of poisoning, but I wish you to check.
Yes, it is poison.
It
was
is a
able
poison. Do you know what
to-
type of poison it is?
I believe it was from the
It was from the demon serpents. Yes.
the demon serpents.
So it's actually venom. Got it.
Technically speaking, yes, it is a venom. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, just standard everyday demon serpent bites. You know how it is.
The apothecary pauses, closes his eyes. Demon serpents. Very well.
I will admit I have I tried my own handiwork to stabilize him, but I did not do a good job at it. No one else is supposed to know.
Well, it's understandable. Well, I guess we could try a basic remedy for. What sort of serpent did they look like? Did they look like any particular venomous snake that we would know, or they just look like something else?
So while all this is going on, Zhao's looking between the two, and he's just hearing blah 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 blah.
He's like he's going to die, you know. Yes, I'm just here to placate him and ease him in his final moments.
So, do you recognize any of the scale patterns?
Okay, is there a way I can roll to get some gleaning of this?
Sure. What skills do you have off the top of my head? I don't remember what your skills are.
I imagine like odd jobs would
Give me an
have,
odd jobs
like-
roll, sure.
Yeah,
Sure, I'm going to add fortune to this.
Sure.
like
just
you
to be-
probably had to, arrange, bunnies in a cage at some
That's a
point.
7. That's a 17.
All right, so you
Yeah,
remember from the one time you were doing some herpetology.
Okay.
You were
Sure.
you were doing some snake handling basically for an apothecary actually. You recognize the pattern. It's some sort of it looks similar to like a mamba's patterns. Very well. I think I can work up something to help treat this.
If you need my assistance, I can't guarantee it will be good work.
Are you literate?
Of course.
Excellent. Then just help me gather ingredients. They are all labeled. When I call them out, just go find. You can. They're in that. I'll ask you for ingredients in that section of the shelves. And just bring me bring the box out of the drawer that that's with the label of the thing I'm shouting out.
I'll do my best. The calligraphy on these bottles it's acceptable.
Right. All right. I will now roll a medicine roll for this guy. This guy is actually good at medicine.
Can I basically assist him on the roll? in any way?
Absolutely.
All right. What is the manner for like providing aid in that case then?
It would normally be the same skill, but you can give me an odd jobs roll, given the nature of your character.
All right. That's a 4.
Well, it's
That
not
way awful.
it's not way awful. So you do not you do not give him any particular bonus, but you do not hinder him either. He rolls well enough on his medicine that all right. So you all get you met between the two of you gather all the ingredients. He prepares a. He basically ends up preparing a powder, which he mixes into some tea, and he hands it to Zhao and says, "Here, please drink this. I do warn you, it is very bitter."
Of course, Zhao, he is in no position to resist.
It is not. It is very unpleasantly bitter, but you were able to drink it down. I would like you to give me a Constitution check or a toughness
All right.
check, whichever.
Let me open up that toughness. Here we go. Can I roll Weapon of Fortune on this?
Absolutely. 12. Excellent.
12.
You feel significantly better.
Yeah, you really wanted to get that freaking thing off of you.
Yeah.
All right. You no longer have the point of impairment.
All right.
And next session you will at the start of next session you will lose the next time I have you make a check it'll be to get rid of the toughness penalty.
All right.
The doctor sort of nods, says, good. His color is improving. Excellent. Right. He proceeds to basically take the rest of the powder and divvies up little sachets, and he hands you four little sachets, and he says, "Okay, once per day, with your morning tea, I want you to add one sachet of this to a cup your 1 cup of tea each morning. You should be feeling significantly better tomorrow after having this." But the other two the remaining 3 are to make sure that you clear your system completely of the poison. So make sure you use all of them up properly.
Zhao just kind of nods, wondering how he got into the apothecary to begin with.
Yep. Good.
If there's any way that we can, sufficiently repay you for your work.
Yes, that would be. He basically lists off that would be that he lists off a price, monetary price. That'll be 5 coins.
Well,
Which
the
strikes
joke
you as actually surprisingly a reasonable price.
I like the joke here is like Dalu just like takes Zhao's wallet and just gets the money that way. Like, let me check my wallet. Reaches in Zhao's coin purse.
You just into Zhao's coin purse.
Yep. It's like sure, certainly. Here you go.
Thank you very much. Young sir, I would recommend you take it as easy as possible for the next day or so. What you need, as much as you need, the medicine will help you. What you need is rest. Plenty of hydration, and I would avoid eating anything particularly heavy.
Of course, they're going to the palace next. So Zhao just kind of like gets up, like he doesn't get up. He like sits up and he looks at Dalu. It's like, you have done me a amazing service, Dalu.
I,
I don't
I,
think I ever
I,
paid.
I mean, you paid for your own treatment, so I think we're even in this case here.
He just kind of nods, like, okay.
And then Dalu just tosses Zhao's coin pouch back to him, just like, all right, let's see if we can find the others.
All right, let's head out for them.
You're still alive. That is repayment enough for me.
Good. All right. We'll cut over to. What are you doing now, Yuri? Now that you're certain you've lost your tail.
At this point, seeing as how there was, definitely something going on, although the particular nature of it eludes her.
I mean, I will say the one thing of note is you did see two people who you're pretty sure from the same sort of general people as
Right.
Batu.
I marked that. I heard Olan.
You did hear Olan shouting after Batu. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And they were off towards in the general direction of the palace. Honestly, when you last heard them.
They were still mid-chase when I caught them. I didn't hear any of that.
Okay, fair enough.
Not to say that Yuri wouldn't be able to pick up that trail.
Yeah, if you want to, you can pick up that trail. That is fair. It's not that hard to figure out where Batu's been running.
Exactly. So yeah, that's just kind of the play at the moment.
So there are two notable incidents that you could follow up on, either Batu or on what was going on with Zhao and Dalu.
Yuri doesn't know anything about what's going on with.
But I'm just saying, there was an incident. You could hear some sort of incident going in that area. You could go.
Oh, that's what you mean. That's what you mean. I see. Excuse me.
No problem.
Well, going to the palace is a little more along Yuri's personal interests more.
That is fair.
So
you'll head up that way. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So you will arrive at some point later, and it sounded like Zhao and Dalu are probably headed in that general vicinity also.
Yes.
Okay. All right, Olan, you and Batu arrive at the palace.
All right.
Yay.
Olan, you were recommended to go talk to the clerk. It's actually pretty easy to find them just by asking a couple of people.
Right.
The palace itself is it's not like the full on like serious like the Imperial Palace with like huge walls and stuff. But it's a large structure, and there's a walled off area which is probably where the governor lives.
Yeah. Now, there weren't any wheels on the side of it when we came in, so yeah. Just gonna be sitting here. Yeah.
Yes. This palace is not structured to move. This is the wrong sort of RPG campaign for a castle like that.
All right. This is Yakuza.
Yeah, I'm going to approach the clerk.
Okay, there's a bit of a line, but the line is actually moving at a reasonable pace. And after a couple of minutes, yes, ma'am, how may I help you?
Hi, I am trying to see Master Chun.
Master Chun.
Or Captain Chun.
Captain Chun, yes, one moment. He reaches down, pulls up a book. All right. What business would you like to see him? Flip.
The assertum
Lon navigates her mind for formal language from her backwoods upbringing.
Mm-hmm.
Like they take an Imperial.
He may have bought something from my family, maybe.
The clerk looks up and says, I'm sorry, you were not certain if he bought something from you.
No, but he might have.
The clerk blinks a few times. So you're looking to confirm whether whether Captain Shun has purchased something from your family.
Yes. And if he has, I'm here to give it to him.
Ah, as a commission, potential commission. Ah, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah, that word, yes.
Very well. Looks through. All right. What was it that he commissioned? Might have commissioned.
A sword.
That would make sense, actually. I take it your family are smiths, then.
Yes.
Very well. All right.
Resisting the urge to brag about her dad and stuff.
Very well.
Yeah,
Also,
Batu
actually,
is just standing directly behind Ulan, just like staring slightly up, slack-jawed, making it look like groaning noises, having to deal with all this bureaucracy.
Also, my friend is hungry. Do you have any food here?
The clerk looks up. Well, not. No, we have no food stalls here. No, there's a kitchen here for the staff and for the governor and such, but there are some fairly decent food stalls. If you take this, one moment, once we finish here, if you go down that road there, 3 blocks and hang a right, there's an excellent series of food stalls down there if you would like. All right, so Captain Shun is very busy today, from what according to at least what he's got booked here and here. He is. I suppose we can find time for a meeting with you, say, in 3 days.
What? But
well, he is currently out. He's currently not currently in the capital right now. He is out doing inspections of some of the outposts just a bit to the north of here, and he won't be returning for at least 2 days from that. And then the day he returns, he's got meetings with the governor scheduled, and so the day after that, we have some openings. However,
okay, where's the outpost?
oh, there's several outposts to the north of here. He is traveling between them.
Yes, the one that Captain Chun is at.
I'm not sure which one he's at the moment, but I would guess he's probably he's probably at the one he's at right now would be at Outpost 13, which is he's off to the north about, say, roughly a half day's travel or so. Well, a half day's on foot, be about a half day or 2 day on foot. Faster on horseback, obviously. And he is traveling on horse.
Okay.
But he'd be traveling between outposts 13, 14, and 15 over the next couple of days, doing inspections. Then he'll be back, then he'll return in roughly 2 days, as I said, and he's got meetings with the governor, and then he's got a training session with his men, and he's very busy all that day.
Lon suddenly puts her hand on the desk and goes, "This is wrong." And she just like has this, like a look of certainty come over. This isn't right. This can't. This.
I'm sorry.
Okay. And she walks away from the desk.
Do you want the appointment in 3 days?
No.
Very well.
So
have a most auspicious day then, ma'am. Next. Oh, are you with her, sir? He says, looking at Batu.
Batu, there's food this way.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing not. Yes, sir. How can I help you? All right. As you are leaving, you see Yuri. You see Olan and Batu leaving the palace. Olan looking very frustrated. Batu's eyes glazed over.
How does anyone deal with that?
I don't know.
Why did you guys make a system like this? This is so stupid.
Well, maybe my father knew how to navigate it, but I'll bet that when he did it, he probably had that sort of thing set up ahead of time so that he didn't have to be kept waiting like that. But I don't know. This doesn't feel right. Even if Captain Chun is the person that the sword belongs to, and maybe he's not, this isn't right. Like, this isn't how I'm supposed to give it to him. Like, this isn't wrong. This can't be it.
Right. It's a very stupid system, and anyone that supports this system is dumb.
Well, I didn't say that, but this isn't.
But you're thinking
right.
it. I can hear you thinking it.
The system was set in place by the Imperial organization, and I'm not going to question the wisdom of it.
As they're passing a low-hanging awning, Yuri is just going to hang upside down by her feet and just going to pop in front of Ola and just be like, "Hi,
Yuri! You see? This is a system I can understand. All this friggin' paper and passports and clicking of abacuses and everything is just... Like, it's dumb. You guys have to agree it's dumb.
Yeah, it's a lot better when you are asked to marry into a clan you don't want to, and when you refuse, they chase after you.
Well, you all
I don't know
seem to
what
have
you're
been
talking
busy."
about. And there will totally not be a war when I murder her. So, it'll be fine.
Mr. Yuri, where have you been?
Oh, just around.
That's not cryptic.
I was about town. I checked out a few areas in the red light district, and I've just been kind of walking around since then.
Still cryptic.
I feel like you're not telling us everything, but I'm kind of used to that.
Well, you know, she went to the red light district and I sort of nudge Ulan in the ribs. What means what I think it means.
The what?
The red light
What?
district. I'm
The
almost
what?
certain red light district means what I think it means.
What are all the lights red?
Yes,
Exactly.
actually.
Yeah, so that people know what you're getting there.
Red
Yes,
lights?
actually.
Yeah.
No.
A good night's sleep, Just you gotta deal with like blue light, keeping you awake at night,
A little
Like this.
companionship, a little entertainment.
It doesn't seem like it'd be good for keeping company if it's under red lights. You wouldn't be able to see each other that well.
Trust me, sometimes it's exactly what you need.
The point is more the matter of that's where the gambling halls are.
Oh.
Oh, that's much more boring.
No, it's not. It's a good way to socialize with people.
Oh, really? There are
Yeah.
depths to you I did not realize. We should play Mahjong sometime.
Ah, it's another terrible thing about this country. You're all barbarians that do Everyone plays Mahjong. It's a terrible game.
Actually, Lon probably knows how to play Mahjong. Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Probably, actually, yeah.
Are we the two characters that have gambling, Fernea?
I don't actually have gambling on.
Oh, I do.
my sheet.
Ola actually knows how to
I
gamble.
think I do. I might. I have
Yeah.
to look.
Yeah.
Well, worst case,
thought
you can pick it with an awesome up. You're awesome up.
I thought the
The problem with Mahjong...
Let's be real here. That's not how Yuri takes people's money.
No, it's not.
Yeah. The problem with Mahjong is you have all these tiles with all these stupid rules attached to them instead of neat little figures you pay way too much money to a craftsman for, so that you customize your forces and push them across a playing field.
No. Let's be
So
honest
that's a
here.
real game.
No. You're not describing an actual game, Eric. The game is getting the figures. If you think anyone actually wastes time actually doing something on the table with those figures, you're deluded. I know people who play those games. They never actually play it.
One time when someone commissioned my father for those, it gave him and his wife enough money to have me.
I'm not saying it's a cheap hobby, but it's honestly, Mahjong's just as expensive, just in a different way.
I mean,
Right? Yeah.
All those microtransactions.
I mean, it's gambling. Gambling is never cheap.
Mm-hmm.
It is actually an aspect of my skill set that I have kind of been meaning to work in more ways to use.
Yep.
So,
By the way, about this point in time is when Daolu and Zhao show up.
Mr. Zhao, you look only like you want to throw up half your stomach now.
Mm-hmm.
He gives a thumbs up. He's like, "Yep." What are
Okay,
you all
I
doing at
just
the
checked. I
palace?
do not have gambling.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I was going to try and find a captain in the guard that may have commissioned the sword from my father, but when we tried to make a meeting with him, there was this whole thing about schedules
Yep.
and what?
No, I'm just saying. Yep. That sounds correct.
Zhao was just like, "Yes, that's
How is
how
that?
they do."
How does that sound correct? It's terrible.
This is
I'm not saying it's good, but I'm saying that is what would happen if you went there and tried to get a meeting in that manner.
Why would you put together a system like this? It's so annoying. It's so dumb.
what kind of sword master would no? That's so no.
You see, Ulana agrees with me. She's joining the revolution.
Clearly, the gentleman that was trying to make the meeting for us was mistaken and did not understand the nature of what I was trying to do.
No, the whole system's broken. Listen, I've been talking to these guys with the yellow turbans. I think they've got a good plan.
It would unless it was something that the possible recipient of the sword had conveyed, which would indicate the importance of the affair. I have a feeling that the person at the desk would simply view this as any other standard court request and schedule the standard day after tomorrow at the earliest, even if there were still openings during the rest of the day today. Zhao can back me up on this.
He said,
Zhao kind of nods. I can cut through a lot of this, but and he's like, "Is this person even here? Did they say?"
They said that he was stationed, that he was investigating a station in the north instead.
Well, then there might be nothing I can do to help with that. Regardless, he kind of coughs a little bit, because of his poison.
Only a little bit of blood.
Only just a little bit. Just a treat, just a little blood.
Not enough to be worrisome.
Oh wow! When you pulled your hand away, the entire glove wasn't covered in blood.
Oh yes. Let's see. Regardless, that might be fortuitous timing for us, anyways, because as he points to the palace. Remember, we're here to dethrone the emperor. I'm sorry.
The governor.
That's the poison. That's the poison talking. We're here to kick out the governor.
Yes. Yes.
Some guards are looking at him like, "What the hell did you just say?"
Also, Zhao, you should probably not be saying that out loud in a place like this. My friend is very, very poisoned, and it does not know what he says.
He just kind of like
My friend is equal parts poisoned and equal parts stupid. Ignore him.
Zhao does take a moment to just kind of be like, like wave his arm like he's just kind of like drunk,
You have my sympathies regardless, Olan.
This is really important.
So let's go. So let's go back to the palace, kill the governor, then find this. No.
No. Oh wait. Right. I'm sorry. I got really upset about that. Right.
Right.
Oh.
I mean, part of the problem is that the governor keeps the system in place. So if we remove him, it'll be a lot easier to talk to this guard captain you need to talk to.
Captain.
Partially because he'll probably be trying to fight us.
Oh, that might be a problem.
How is that a problem? You'll both be in the same spot. You'll be able to show off the sword to him.
Lon kind of gets a little bit shorter as she goes.
Josh was like, regardless, we can't just walk in there and do this. Like, that would just cause absolute chaos throughout the city. We need to find the next person below him and convince him to aid us in our ordeal.
Yes.
Wouldn't absolute chaos in the city help us in our goal of killing? Let's start some chaos. So if all the guards are busy dealing with the chaos, then that'll
You mean
we'll
like
have...
you have been?
I did not start anything. Besides, a simple jog through the streets is hardly the kind of chaos I'm talking about.
You're the first one to pass by me running. That indicates the opposite.
That's how it works.
Zhao's just like, he ran past us?
Not according to the guards, but
You listen. You had some like guys trying to mug you or something. I stepped on one of them. You're welcome, by the way.
no, they weren't trying to mug me. They were trying to assassinate me. But yes, the concern is still valid.
So that's even more of a reason to start a riot. Because now the assassins are going to be busy having to deal with rioting citizens instead of like attacking you when you're sleeping or
A
in...
riot would aid the assassins coming after me more than aid in more than it would aid our ability to do anything with the governor.
No, that's ridiculous.
And Zhao's
Because
just like,
assassins are never going to attack you when there are a bunch of people around, even in the middle of a riot. Assassins only strike in the dark and secluded areas because they're nocturnal. They're asleep during the day.
like they're asleep during the day, like right now when they just attacked him.
Well, they clearly had a lot of tea and couldn't sleep.
this is the moment like the inspirational music starts playing and Zhao's like, he's like we need to do this the right way. He kind of like motions to the crowd, and the camera starts panning over the average people doing their normal lives.
And
It's
then
like,
we'll just come back to Batu just like asleep while standing.
it's like if we just cause undue chaos, a lot of innocent people are going to get hurt. We need to do this the right way.
Also, more importantly, Zhao here needs to rest up a little bit.
Okay,
Apothecary's
does the
orders.
right way really mean having to go through like all these clerks and
No,
like getting
no.
stuff stamped?
No.
So let's just kick down the doors and start killing things.
That doesn't, just because one
If
way
I
is not the right
may.
way does not mean that the next idea you propose is the right way.
If I may,
Yes.
and
Should we set the palace on fire?
No.
No.
Yuri is going to basically just kind of produce a small bag and is going to throw a variety of outfits at people, including one that will actually fit Batu.
All right, I'm just gonna say this. Whatever this plan is, it confuses and angers me because it does not involve violence, which is the cause of and solution to all of life's problems.
Batu, you're thinking in too short-sighted of a manner.
Yes.
Wouldn't it be better to cause violence once you are beyond your opposition's guard?
What? No, that's silly. That's less violence.
I've done too much work in this city to permit unneeded chaos.
Okay,
So what?
So
what are
we're
the
not-
clothes for?
So the problem I'm seeing here is that if we just kill the governor, he's going to get replaced by another guy who's going to uphold this stupid system.
Well, yes, but he wouldn't be, necessarily as bad.
Yeah, Zhao's just kind of nods. It's like, implementing the system without a immediate replacement for said system is just going to cause a lot of unrest and a lot of violence, and a lot of people will get hurt. We're going to do this. We're going to go. We're going to find the next person down the line, convince him to aid us, and then we're going to get rid of the emperor. You haven't said it again. Get rid of the governor.
It's like there's like the firm smack on like Zhao's back. We start saying emperor.
He says emperor, like Zhao Lu hits him. He's like, governor.
I'm sorry.
friend-
I'm sorry.
my-
Don't read
wait a
into
minute.
that. Don't read into that.
My friend is so poisoned. He has a weird case of the hiccups. Let me tell you.
I think Turkey might be onto something.
So what are the clothes for?
So we can
Getting to
pass.
the emperor's palace and killing him.
They're disguises, honey.
Yes, it's for people to not recognize who we are and allow us to blend in better. Actually,
I feel like
This
it
might-
would be better to demonstrate by virtue of Yuri is going to basically stand as she is in front of Olan, point behind her, and when she looks, she'll switch into another outfit.
Okay.
She does the same thing that Xiao Yang does all the time when he switches into it.
Basically, yes.
Lon just looks straight at Yuri and goes like, "Oh, Yuri, you're wearing different clothes now."
Yes, I am.
But to anyone that doesn't
That's the
know,
idea.
Yes.
So the plan is to disguise. If I'm understanding it, Yuri's plan is to disguise yourselves as guards to get into the palace.
I wasn't going with guards specifically, just disguises.
Wait a minute. Why are we stopping at the Emperor?
Palace
The
workers.
whole reason he's being held up is because of this mandate at heaven. I think we need to pull down the heavens.
We're not talking about the Emperor. Firstly,
Dalu's just trying to use this thing really badly.
first and foremost, talk about the governor, a specific.
Right, but the governor is a problem. But he derives his power from the Emperor, and the Emperor derives his power from the heavens. So if we destroy the heavens, we can fix everything.
Well,
Somewhere,
Well,
some
I'm
Wukong is
sorry.
smiling.
I'm sorry. I'm
Batu
sorry,
standing in front of a conspiracy board.
Batu. I'm sorry. I have several ladders, but none are tall enough to satisfy that purpose.
Well, I heard about this monkey with a stick that grows really big. Oh, that's a joke. Never mind.
Yeah, so I think the plan here definitely is we use the office as we can. We got Yuri and Dalu who know how to do that. And then Zhao is going to use his knowledge of the Imperial Court to go to the person.
So the plan is to
he thinks
sneak into the
most
palace,
honest.
find the governor, and deal with him. Is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Find the guy we need to like make sure we don't get like instantly swarmed by the entire city of guards, and then we go deal with the Emperor.
Okay.
Governor, damn it, I did it again.
You're not at the Imperial capital. If you want to take out the Emperor, you can't right now.
Our plan to take out the
Batu
Emperor.
cannot throw
first of
things
all-
that far.
Our plan to take out the Emperor at this stage is go walk for a few days.
This
Ash, curb your killing instincts.
No, Ash, we need to own your revolutionary spirit.
Zhao,
You're thinking too small with the Emperor.
Zhao, the Imperial representative, says, "I know the best way to serve the Empire."
it's like, yes. The mandate of heaven asks for one thing: your blood.
My God.
Okay. We all know what the plan is.
All right. So So the plan from here is you're going to seek into the palace, find someone that identify who you're going to at least put into at least temporary second position after the governor is dealt with. Make sure you find some people so you aren't just swarmed by the guards. Deal with the governor, and set up his replacement, I guess. Something along those lines. Okay.
That's basically the only thing we can do. And if any of this goes wrong, everything is going to go very, very bad for this city.
Excellent.
Okay, good. I'm not prepped to run that right this second, obviously.
Obviously.
This is actually a really good knockoff point, so what I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
If you're all cool with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think that, so I guess that our first course of action is actually to rest,
Yes.
to make sure that Zhao is like hopefully in tip-top shape before we implement this plan.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
It might be a case of, especially if Yuri is the one kind of like leading and spearheading this plan, this might be like the beginning of us like scoping out the joint.
Okay. So you guys definitely do want to scout the place out as much as you can. Batu wants to prepare for extreme violence when you need it, because you will. I'm going to say this right now. You will need some extreme. You will need extreme violence at some point.
We know what kind of movie we're in.
But of course.
Yes.
And then we'll fight the Jade Emperor on his throne in heaven. And Sun Wukong won't have shit on us.
And then we'll throw him down the shaft of the Death Star. He'll explode.
Yep.
Yes, that is totally what's going to happen this next session, Eric. You were correct.
And then only by doing that we'll get the winning score to beat the Monstars in order to save, by dunking the Jade Emperor into the Death Star.
All right. All right, so I think that I think that will do it. I need to. There's some stuff I definitely need to plan out for this. I was expecting something along these lines at some point, but I need to actually focus on that. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a thing to plan. Good, excellent. All right, that's gonna do it for this episode. Don't forget, guys, to awesome up, because you guys should be awesome up.
Yep. I'll just say, Peter, I apologize for making the assassin assault.
Whatever.
A laughing stock.
It's fine.
That was
worked out.
hilarious.
It was funny. It was fun. I hope everybody had fun with the session.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, I was expecting Batu to get into a fight with the Mongolians, but
Honestly, I was thinking about the fight also, but I decided that a chase scene would be more hilarious.
you are correct.
Yeah,
It was great.
Just having this giant Mongolian just running down the streets, knocking over all the stalls. It's
I
pretty
was
funny,
I was not expecting Batu to run, but it was actually, I think it's actually really in character, honestly.
Yes.
So yeah, it makes sense. All right, that's gonna do it for this session, folks. Thank you for joining us. Hope you all had fun. We'll be back in a few
like
weeks.
Other Mongolians, they're people.
I'm fair. We'll be back in a few weeks. Thanks for watching. Catch you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye
Bye, everyone.